Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81. I hope you have a great day because today we are going to do a review for the SH Figuarts Mecha Frieza. So let's take a look at the box design. I just love that they choose these pictures as a representative of this guy. Looks very nice, and you can also see all the things that you are getting, including the figure itself looking pretty cool there. This side of the box we can see more partial pictures of this Mecha Frieza. And this side of the box is always the very hard to read words saying the Mecha Frieza. And at the back of the box you can see all the cool poses of this Mecha Frieza looking very nice, and this is an Asia version, so you see there's a sticker here. So let's get him out. Okay, so let's start off by checking out all the accessories that he comes with. I will start with the hand as always. So it does come with a pair of closed fist hands that's already on the figure, a pair of open palms hands, a pair of grabbing hands, a pair of pointing hands. Of course, it does comes with his tails. And beside these good looking smirking heads, he does comes with 3 more interchangeable heads. One with the laughing heads, one with the angry grinning teeth heads, and lastly another one with the open mouth angry heads. And the highlight of this figure is he does comes with this slice in half body. Yeah, this is really cool looking. Just take a look at it. It's really nice. I was just hoping that it could go a little bit further, like he's really sliced up, but this is just perfect. Oh my goodness, just take a look at that. That's a perfect cut there. Good job, Trunks. And he also comes with this stand which is meant for this body. So as you can see, wow, this Frieza just comes with lots of accessories, especially on the heads. Next, let's move on to the articulations. I will start with the heads as always. So he can look to the right, looks to the left, looking up. Not too much, even though he have a separate neck. Yeah, it just come down again, but looking down, yes, it's way better. For his hand, he can go 360 degree, no worries there. Any butterfly joint, yes, we can see there are some, but the range is still acceptable. Okay, and his hand can move up. This is a separate piece. Yep, you can actually move it a little bit. Yeah, not too much, just like this. So be very careful when you move his hand up. Wow, can go more than 90 degrees there. So there's a cut on his bicep. It's perfectly covered by this piece, so you can actually do some swivels as you can see, and a double joint elbow, which is pretty good. Okay, and of course let's see his hand. He can move around, going up and down. Just trying to make his hand straighten again. Somehow mine is okay, so it went up. Okay, so there is 2 points of articulations, I believe. So on his waist you can turn around. Of course you can also swivels like this, and on his torso, yes, just below his torso there's another right here articulation, so you can actually move around, going up and down. Okay, so let's see how well he can bend forward. Not much, unfortunately. And bending backwards is slightly better. Yeah, any holes? Yeah, there's a bit of holes here, but it's much better. Okay, so as for his leg, any pull down? Yes, there is a pull down mechanism, as you can see, quite a lot. And kicking forward with the legs pull down is about 90 degrees. Kicking backwards is okay, just like this. But if you push it back up, let's see how well he can kick forward. It's slightly lesser than 90 degree. Yeah, kicking backwards is, yeah, just like this. Okay, so there is no swivels, but of course you can still do some inner swivels. And let's see, is yeah, double joint knee. Okay, pretty good there. Okay, and let's see his leg. Of course you can turn around, going up and down. Okay, and this Frieza doesn't come with any toe hinges. Yep, but it's a very nice one. And let's see, with the legs being pulled down, how well he can do a split. Okay, just slightly like this. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so I've just installed his tail. As you can see, The chrome finishing is very beautiful. So there is a joint here, that's what connected it. So you can see there is some movement here, you can turn around. So there is quite a wide range of movement. And there is another joint here, as you can see. You can also turn it around, no problem, and moving it around slightly, not too much, but it's considered a pretty good articulations as well for the tails. Do click on the likes button if you enjoy this review. Thank you. And next we'll do some size comparisons. Of course, I'll do it with the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball line. I have Goku right over here with his funny looking face, and also this very relatable Trunks. Next, I'll compare with himself, of course. So this is the Frieza first form, okay, looking very happy. And also his big second form Frieza. And I don't have the third form Frieza to compare with, unfortunately, but I do have his final form, and he just looks a lot smaller as compared to these Mecha versions. Yeah, even the head is a lot smaller. And then we have his golden Frieza form, which, oh my goodness, is even smaller than this guy here. And next I'll compare with Nappa, which is a lot bigger, of course, and also his brother, the Metal Cooler. And somehow with this mecha looking Frieza, I would like to compare with this Mayfax Cyborg Superman, which is also half like this guy. And also the Superman Steel. Yeah, I think they kind of have the same vibe of, you know, like a cybernetic kinds of characters. Okay, now let's move on to the very interesting part of this review, which is the overall look of this figure. And I admit that I've been pretty bad because I tried to look for some pictures in Google to prove that this is not accurate. Somehow I'm just eager to do that. Yeah, apologize for that, but I just couldn't prove that the Bandai is lacking of any of the details, because all the pictures that I have seen is exactly like what I'm holding right now, even down to the point of his scar on his forehead and his chest is very accurate too. You can see all the pictures that I'm showing you guys is exactly the same. Every single detail is there. Wow, just look at it. It's so nicely being done. Okay, some of you might argue that the body is still the same old final form Frieza, but at least they are still doing a lot of modification, adding on the cybernetic parts. As you can see, it looks very good. The silverish is very nice. It's the different kind of silver from Metal Cooler. It just looks like a die cast. Yeah, I will be cheated as well if they add some weight inside, then I would thought that it's a real die cast there. As you can see, my goodness, the shininess of it, very nice. And at his back, yes, I just love his tail. Just look at the shiny. Ooh, this is just beautiful, and his head is equally good. My goodness, just take a look at that, guys. But there is one thing that I'm very disappointed at Bandai. Do you see any difference between these two heads? Yes, it is missing two parts of the cybernetic parts, which is this brown thing here and this green thing here. So Bandai actually expected us to remove this, you know, and change it to the heads that we want to. Yeah, just like this. It's a very simple change, but come on, Bandai, how much does these two pieces cost that you want us to do changes like this in order to have the complete head during our changing of heads? Oh my goodness, can't you just give us all these things all together? Is this too really going to cost you a fortune if you give us on every single head? This is just way too stingy, Bandai. And I can understand why you're not giving us the hands and the legs for this guy, because those might really cost a lot by giving the complete figure. So I'm still forgiving you for not giving us the hands, which means we have to take it off and put it here. This is how he looks like with the angry teeth grinning heads. the smiling head sculpt, and lastly the angry looking open mouth screaming head sculpt. And now I'm going to show you how to actually remove the hands and legs from these complete figures into these slice into half figures. So basically you just need to pull off his hand from here. Same goes for here, legs as well. Do hold very close like what my finger is doing now, and also the tails. And now to reattach the hands. And lastly, you might want to change his hands into the grabbing hands. This is how he looks like. Oh my god, this is so memorable. And to attach the stand, you just put this ball joint into the stand, and this portion here is supposed to go to the back, which is this side here. And this is how it looks like on the stand. This is very cool, my goodness. And this is me trying to recreate the iconic moments that Trunks sliced him into half. Wow, this is just awesome. Just look at Trunks' face. Okay, so for my final verdict, as you might have guessed it, yes, this is really a masterpiece. I mean, I love it so much. The changing of the hands and legs into the sliced half figure is not too bad. And when I change it back just now, I do hear a very favorable clicking sound on each of the hands and legs. This guy is just perfect, except that I just dislike the idea that we have to change these pieces onto another head. So once again, I really recommend this guy, especially if you're big fans of the Frieza saga. He is a must-have, even though you do not have the intention to get King Cole. But right now, unfortunately, I am just starting to feel that I need to get King Cole as well for these guys to be standing just beside him. How cool would that be? Oh, I just have to find a spot for him. So I do hope that you enjoy my review, and I certainly hope that you'll get this guy. And I'll catch you guys again in my next video. Do watch this video now before I get sliced up.